everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I will be sharing some of the soft skills that I learned during my MBA that nobody ever talks about, so stay tuned. The first skill that I learned was communication. I know, as someone who talks a lot, the MBA gave me an opportunity to really share my ideas a lot because we had to always participate in class conversations. We always had to discuss a lot. We had lots of meetings, group meetings, presentations that helped me shape the way I communicate. Coming out to do this video is as a result of some of those skills that I learned from my MBA, right? It helped me to become a better communicator. Number two, storytelling. I loved the delivery of our professor's lectures because it really felt like a lecture. Let me explain what I mean. So, professor just shares his slide and there's just one picture and it builds from that picture. It tells a story from that picture. So that way, you are able to understand the nuance of the conversation without seeing any text. A lot of our case studies were stories about businesses. That helped me to learn the art of storytelling as well. Number three, presentation skills. My job does not allow me to do a lot of PowerPoint presentations, and even when I did them before the MBA, it would just be a bunch of text on my PowerPoint presentations. As a result of the MBA, due to the fact that we had many presentations, I had to learn how to use Canva. I had to learn how to use CapCut. I had to learn how to use so many tools that I will not come across in my day-to-day work. And today, my presentations are different. They are not as text heavy as they used to be because of all the things that I learned from the MBA program. Shout out to my colleague, my classmate, Mayumi, who took me on a crash course on creating beautiful PowerPoint presentations. I really learned a lot from you, and I'm grateful for the time that you invested in me. So back to the video. Fourth thing that I learned was confidence. Oh my God, you have to be confident because you are in a class with 20 other people from different nationalities. You had to speak up in class. We had class presentations, as I said earlier, that was not like, oh, one person. So there's one person in your group that is good at presenting. So every day you guys will make that person present. A lot of the professors ensured that everybody was presenting. So you had to build your confidence. Our final presentation on board readiness, we had to face a panel. We couldn't read from a script. We couldn't read from a script. So that meant that you had to know what you were talking about by heart. And you had to have the confidence to deliver it to the people that were listening to you. That took a lot of training. That took a lot of practice, let me say. That took a lot of practice. In our entrepreneurial mastery, we had to do multiple pitches. For the first time, I learned about teleprompter tool so that I could read my scripts. You had to know how to change your pitch, when to use high pitch. It was amazing. Another thing that I learned was leadership. Typically in the MBA program, most of you are in the same age group or the same career grade-ish, right? And many times there were clashes of opinions. You're trying to create a presentation, you're trying to solve a problem. People are looking at it from different lenses. I was in a group where we were like backwards on presentation that we had to do because there were too many cooks in the kitchen. Everybody with brilliant ideas, but we couldn't take all the ideas. And one of my classmates just said, guys, I'm going to have to take the lead here. I'm sorry, we can't do this, we can't do this, we can't do this. And that was servant leadership because somebody needed to take the lead. So for me, I learned how to be a leader without title. Sometimes we're always waiting for people to say, okay, you are the head of this group before we take action. But multiple scenarios in my MBA showed me that you don't have to have a title to be a leader. You can just get up and lead. So I learned a lot about leadership, how to lead people in the same age group as you, people in the same career group as you. How do you lead them to come together to achieve a common goal, Those were some of the things that I learned in my program. I dare say that the program transformed my life. Boldness to face this screen and record this YouTube video came as a result of my MBA, because I represented my class as the valedictorian and I gave the graduation speech on behalf of my cohort. And I spoke to, I don't even remember how many heads, but it was a room packed with different people from all over the world. People were also watching online, and that gave me confidence to come here and do this. So those are some of the things that I learned. I'm sure there are many more that I learned, but I just wanted to highlight this. If you've ever done an executive program or you are considering an executive program, what are some of the skills, soft skills, because you will learn a lot of hard skills, but what are some of the soft skills that you think that you learned or that you're looking forward to learning by getting into any of this program? I'd like to read from you. If you enjoyed this video, as usual, please like, share, comment, and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.